Everybody takes pride in showing off their brand new puppy to friends and family, but perhaps you have bigger plans for the little fellow. When you own a gorgeous specimen like little Cleo here, it's certainly hard not to. Welcome to another episode of the Eukanuba Puppy Training Series. I'm Jim Piddock, and today we'll be learning what it takes to prepare your puppy to be top dog at show. And that's why we have Martin Deely with us again today. He's a top breed expert, and while he specialises in training hunting dogs, he does know a thing or two about show dogs as well. Hello Martin, how are you?
You got a wiggly worm there, Jim.
I do.
And this is Maddie, by the way.
Wow.
She's been groomed, in fact, to show at the moment.
All right, Cleo, I want you to pay close attention to Maddie. If she offers you any advice, write it down. Now, Maddie looks a bit like an older puppy to me. I was curious, what age do you recommend to begin training for show?
I like to start the moment I get a dog. You know, you've got to start early with the dog. The younger the puppy, the easier it is for them to learn.
What do you think is the most important thing that our viewers should do before taking their dog to show?
Well, first and foremost, you need to make sure your dog is well groomed and manicured.
Right.
The slightest imperfection can cost major points. You can lose little bits here and there all along the way, you know. And your dog must be also in magnificent shape. Proper diet, lots of exercise, very essential.
You hear that, Cleo? That's why I feed you Eukanuba. So what else, Martin?
Well, being well groomed is only really half the battle. You also need to make sure that your little dog knows how to follow instructions impeccably. If you're serious about training, then you really ought to set up a mock ring in your garden. You know, competition is different. It's got that special environment, so set up a little mock ring and train them in your back garden within it.
Okay, Martin, tell me, what should I be teaching Cleo here?
Well, start by getting your dog used to a show lead.
Right.
This is a much narrower kind of leash. It's a different feeling than walking on a regular leash. And at a dog show, you want the dog to be in front. It's not all that easy. It's a little tricky, and there are some great trainers in every city that can particularly help you with that one on how to get a dog ready for a show.
Okay, now besides how he walks and moves, what else is the judge looking for in a dog?
Well, often it's the little things that make the difference. Something that catches the judge's eye, something special that sets that dog apart from the rest as a champion.
Well, such as?
And a champion should possess the type of beauty that comes from within. You know, you can almost feel it coming out,
yep.
Exuding, if you like.
Absolutely, yeah.
And should demonstrate a lot of confidence, unsurpassed confidence and showmanship. You want a dog that says, hey, look at me, I'm the best.
Well, I think Chloe and I can handle that. You up to the challenge? Now, I'm guessing that all the distractions at a dog show can be a little difficult, right?
Well, yes. That's without question. You've got a lot of people there, a lot of noises, and it's important to acclimate your dog to this. So I like to take little Maddie on walks around very busy places. Clap your hands real loud after your little dog does something good, because you know they're going to get applause and they're going to get used to it. And if you look at show rings, you'll see dogs go, hey, that was nice. They like the applause.
We all like our applause.
Don't we just?
So what if people don't have as much experience training a puppy for show?
Well, really the best advice would have them check with a local kennel club. There's often puppy matches in the area, and they're a lot of fun. They really are. They're a great way to learn a few tips and tricks on excelling in the ring. And of course, there's some wonderful show handlers out there that are always willing to help you.
Yeah. Excellent. Now, any final words for those future trainers out there?
Well, I suppose that's just about it, but one of the important things is to make sure you've read all the rules and regulations.
Yeah, obvious, but...
Well, you don't want to get disqualified before you even get in the ring.
Right. Do you think this is Cleo's chance coming up?
Well, I have no doubts that Cleo will be great. In fact, I think she could be best in show, Jim.
Oh, good heavens. Well, thank you once again for your insight, Martin. As always, you've been truly sensational.
Thank you, sir.
And now, all the best tips to come in Best of Show. It's time to recap with the Eukanuba 5 stars on getting your dog ready to compete. Number 1, want to do well at show? 3 words for you: practice, practice, and practice. That's what it'll take for your puppy to be perfect. 2, if you don't have your dog perfectly groomed and manicured at show, you're certainly in for some trouble. 3, at show, what's the best way to prevent your puppy from becoming a mockery? Train him on a mock ring. 4, at dog shows, noise is loud. Make sure your puppy is accustomed to distractions, especially clapping. And 5, make sure to check the rules before each show you enter. There's nothing worse than losing on a technicality that could have been easily avoided. This has been another episode of Eukanuba Puppy Training, dedicated to making a good dog great.